Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Kaz, and tonight what we're going to do is run through how to start making money using social media right now. So even if you have no experience or very little experience making money online, if you already have an established business and you're trying to get more customers, clients, events, sell more courses, this is what you need to pay attention to in the next 30 minutes. I'm going to run through the format, the framework that we use to get our businesses and our clients nonstop traffic on a regular basis using nothing but our cell phones, right? So on the screen right here, what we have is our brand marketing blueprint system. So top left, we have for entrepreneurs, we create content, we automate that content, then we distribute. So on the left, you'll see the cell phone, you see this little YouTube icon, TikTok icon, and a number of other icons right here on the left. So the goal for us is to create as much content as possible, short form, vertical videos, and drive that traffic, right, back to some type of landing page. So never has there been in the history of time the ability online to just get constant free traffic. And we're taking advantage of this, and we're showing our students and our clients how to do this on a regular basis through communication, through video, through, again, short form, verticals, and driving it to some type of landing page, right? So once we get them to the landing page, then what we do is open them up, we nurture them, we get them into an email sequence, we regularly just communicate. It could be once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, depending on the client and depending on what you're selling. We like to, again, go in and try to communicate as often as possible to our clients, clients, what they're offering. And if people log out, that's fine. But the ones that stay in typically do become customers. And if there's something wrong, we'll help our clients tweak it throughout this system from left to right. So again, over on the left, we're making short form vertical videos. We're creating even more videos and distributing them in other places. Our 2 anchor places are YouTube and TikTok. We're using that traffic, if you're following me on the mouse, to drive to some type of landing page. Once we have their email address, we then send them nurturing emails over and over again. And then depending on what type of entrepreneur you are, right here on the right, we're driving them back to, touring a house. If you're a real estate agent, to some type of training, if that's what you're into. If you're a course creator or a coach, we're going to drive back to your offer. Sometimes we even drive back to events. So let's run through it. So how to make money online using your personal brand without any experience or any ad spend or money spent on ads. So ad spend, right? All right. So in the next 30 minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to run you through the 4-step program that we use to help our clients increase their revenue and grow their businesses by using social media to make money. So tons of people are doing their best to post on social, but because they don't have a system in place, it's not getting them consistent leads or sales. So who's this for? This is for agents, owners, service providers, coaches, consultants, anyone that's looking to create an online coaching or education business, and even affiliate marketers. So I love talking about affiliate marketers. So even if you do not have your own business set up right now and you want to, sell things for other people, you can make, $500, $600, $700 a day, $1,000 a day, $2,000 a day, just by doing this same, 7-step system where you're going to really walk in, shoot some videos, talk about an offer over and over again, drive back to a landing page, nurture that page. Anybody that signs up to that page, nurture those people via email. You're not going to harass them, but what you're going to do is be constant and consistent in regards to what you're offering. If they're interested, they will buy, right? So in the next 30 minutes, what we're going to do is walk through what type of content you should be creating, how to attract more leads that take action, how to automate your marketing efforts, and how to use social media to magnify your brand. So my name is Kaz Thompson. I'm a business owner. I've been doing this for a while. I'm also a content creator. I've helped over 300 clients, my wife and I, in the past 2-3 years in regards to getting systems up and running, whether it's them becoming new entrepreneurs, new business owners, whether it's accounting, whether it's marketing. But bigger than that, I'm a mistake maker. So we've made tons of mistakes. And the reason that we try to teach as much as possible right now is we want you to avoid the mistakes that we've been making in our careers, right? And we don't want you to have to go through everything that we went through in order to learn these techniques and get to where we need to get to, right? So what I'm going to teach you has taken me over 10 years to figure out. Again, never has there been a time in social media where all of this access is available, where all the platforms are giving you extended reach, and they're doing it through video, right? So if you're alive right now, you've heard of TikTok, right? If you're alive right now, you've heard of Reels, right? So Reels are on Instagram, Reels are on Facebook. TikTok is crushing TikTok, right? So TikTokers are TikToking away, and these apps are actually pushing your content to more people, more places. All you have to do is ride the wave and be consistent, right? So we're going to show you how to do that, right? So step one, obviously, is content marketing, and that's creating a relationship, and that's actually getting out there and creating the content. So don't be afraid. Typically, when we see people that aren't doing this type of marketing, it's because they're afraid of what other people might think about them. Right. So let's say that again. They're afraid of what others might think about them. They might think they look silly, but you have to get beyond that. You have to think about, hey, what do I want out of this for me, for my business? Do I want to make money? Am I an entrepreneur? Is this going to be a side gig, something that I'm doing while I work my 9 to 5? Is it a way for me to escape bills? Right? Can I totally eliminate my car note by doing these steps and talking about something that I love? Is it possible? The answer is yes. The answer is yes. It is totally possible, right? So here's our content marketing framework. So we use video marketing. Earlier we spoke about YouTube and TikTok, and all we're doing is doing 30 to 40-second clips talking about the benefits and features of what we have to offer, right? So if I'm a real estate agent, I'm going to be giving tips. I'm going to be giving value. I'm going to be giving education. I'm going to do this over and over and over again, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it in a way where I'm leading my sales to a destination place. So if they want to learn more about me, they can, right? So a lot of people get scared. They're like, hey, I'm not like this other content creator. I'm not like this influencer. And I'm here to tell you that that's good, right? So there is somebody out there for everybody. Not everybody wants to work with a Kim Kardashian. Not everybody wants to work with a Kanye West. So the goal is for you to be as unique as possible, be yourself, and there's somebody for you. You just have to get over, thinking about the way you look, thinking about the way you sound, and, stop comparing yourself to others and go out there and just do it. That's the easiest way to say it. You just have to go out there and just do it, right? So you have to create these videos. You have to create this content. And once you're creating this content, people are going to pick up on your personality. Again, you might not even like the way you sound, but somebody out there is going to be loving what you're putting down. They're going to be loving your personality. They're going to be loving your structure. They're going to be loving the content, the value that you're giving. And we're going to show you how to do it on a regular basis, right? So step 2 is capturing the leads. This is how you're going to continue the relationship. So earlier we showed you a landing page, and this is something that we go over in the brand marketing blueprint course, where you're going to take the leads that you're capturing, right? The people that are interested, we're not just going to tell them to go someplace that has no way for you to follow up with them, right? We're going to capture those leads, right? So we're going to drive them back to a landing page. We're going to show you how to do this for free, and we're going to continue the relationship. So once we continue the relationship, that's how you build a list, right? So the goal of building a list is getting 5, 10, 15, 20 people, in one place where you could email them on a regular basis and, continue to show them other offers. Or maybe they're not ready to buy right now, right? So maybe they're not ready to tour that house with you right now. Maybe they're not ready to, buy that course right now. But now that you have them on a list and they're interested, when things come up and things advance and when things grow, things are getting better, when there are sales, because you're nurturing them over and over again, they will eventually become your customer, right? So it might take, 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, 2 months. It might take 2 years. I have customers that have been following me for 2 years, and they finally come around and they're like, Kaz, you know what? Yeah, I worked with you 2 years ago, and I just stayed in your funnel, and you kept on providing value, and I'm here now, and I want to buy. And I'm not going to say that all relationships take that long. Some take, again, less than a day. Some take less than a week. But the goal is to keep on building up this content, keep on building up this value, and continue to nurture people over and over again. So number 2 is give something away that has tons of value. So that's the only way you're going to be able to build your list. So people are not just going to give you their email address. You have to be able to give them something in return. So if that's training, if that's a list, if that's a workbook, if that's a free phone call, if that's some value, if you want to invite them to an event, if it's a webinar, it could be free training, but you want to be able to give something up in order to get the email address. So you want to create something that's going to solve an immediate problem. So whoever it is, whoever this client is, there are things that they have that are problems for them, and they want them solved. And by passing this test, That's how you're going to be able to prove that you're competent and you're capable to take them to the next step, right? So this is a test. This is a test step to see that, hey, you know what? He says he could do this. Let me give up my email address. I log in, I get value. Hey, my immediate problem is solved, but it just creates a bigger problem. But because he proved that he could take care of the small problem, I'm going to trust him to take care of the next step, right? So here we go. So what tools do I use to create lead magnets? Typically for ebooks and guys, I use Canva, totally free. If you're part of the brand marketing blueprint system, what we're going to do is show you all the tools. We're going to give you all the resources, everything that I use on a regular basis. Oh, sorry about that. Just dropped my mic. Everything that I use on a regular basis to create content and digital downloads, right? So I use Canva, totally free. You can pay for the upgraded version of Canva. That's fine if you want to make things look prettier. Right now, you have tons of AI. You have Midjourney. You have all these apps that could create and help you create more content that you need to be taking advantage of. And once you join the course, we'll show you exactly how to use these apps, how to use these resources step by step. The other app that I use is Google Docs. So if you're just typing, if you have a 9-to-5 and you don't have a lot of resources, everybody has access to Microsoft Word or Google Docs. I love Google Docs because it keeps things updated across multiple machines. So if you want to get your words out on paper, if you want to become a better writer, use Google Docs, and you can literally script your steps out, right? So if you have a plan, a blueprint, right, some type of framework on how to get something done from A to Z, all you got to do is type it out, right? You can make it neat later, but people just really want the content, right? The second type of digital downloads that I try to create are workshops. So number 2 is workshops, and for these, you could use 2 things. Your cell phone, your mobile phone, right? Any type of phone that you have out there, just jump on it and go ahead and just shoot your workshop. A lot of people get jammed up. They're like, Kaz, I don't know what to say. Right now, I'm running through this presentation. I have not practiced. I do it a lot, but I'm going to jam my words up, and it's okay. Like once you get to the place where you know what you have to say, and even if you're stumbling through it or what have you, you're just going to get better and better. Don't get nervous. Don't be like, hey, I can't do a workshop because, again, I'm afraid of what people might think about me. Do that workshop, get the value out, and if you're really compelled, if you're really convicted about the message that you have to give out, you're going to be okay, right? So the second thing that you could do too is put that workshop on YouTube. We will show you how to actually post it on YouTube, make it private. That way, again, if it's only for the people that are supposed to be giving you up the email address, you don't want to give it away to everybody, right? So you could actually throw it up on YouTube and make it gated. Gated means that only people with the link could actually open it. And that's a great way to host a free workshop, right? So you have the email address, you have this 15 to 20 minute workshop. And it's, you know what? Let's break that down for a second. So I said 15 to 20 minutes. You could actually do a workshop for an hour. And this is how I do it. And a lot of people are like, hey, Kaz, how do you get an hour of content into a workshop? I've never done this before. I'm super scared. Break down the framework. So the framework for a workshop is 15 minutes, just who you are, right? Why are you in the place you are today? Like, what happened? What's your story? Like, where did you start? And how did you get to where you are now? And why is it such a conviction for you, right? And then just, again, introduce yourself, 15 minutes. So for the next 30 minutes, you're just going to break down your system, your framework, your ideology, your system in 30 minutes in 3 steps. You're going to break it down in 3 steps. So you're going to take those 3 steps, and in those 3 steps, you're going to give us 3 steps, right? So step 1, this is what I did, 1, 2, and 3. Step 2, this is what I did, 1, 2, and 3. Step 3, this is what I did, 1, 2, and 3, right? And then another 15 minutes for Q&A. And that's your 1-hour workshop. You don't have to overthink it. Trust me. It sounds complex, but we're going to show you how to create digital products on a regular basis that are going to be effortless, they're going to be valuable, and they're going to create a client attraction system for you that's going to be repeatable. That way you can be making money over and over and over again. Once you do one, you can be like, hey, I could do this again. Now I know how to do this or apply this skill. Let me go ahead and create another workshop, right? So these are the 2 things that I use on a regular basis to create lead magnets, right? So I'm creating ebooks with Canva and Google Docs. I'm also creating workshops on a regular basis where if I learn how to do something that could be beneficial to my audience, I'll just create a workshop and I'll either put it in the brand marketing blueprint course or create a mini workshop for it. I could sell these for $5, $10, $27, $57, but you can create a library of never ending digital assets that you own that you could store, right? So as you get more savvy, right? And as you expand, we could take it off of YouTube and create some type of course package for you, things of that nature. But if you're just starting out, these are the number one free things that you could use today to get your business up and running, right? Canva, Google Docs, a cell phone, and YouTube, right? So don't be afraid. So number 3 is the automation. So this is how we're going to nurture the relationship. So in the brand marketing blueprint system, step 3 again is automation, nurturing the relationship. Right. So how do you nurture? So what you want to do is deliver 5 to 7 days worth of emails. So this is after, your client has watched the videos. They're now in your system. You could actually pre-type up some emails where they're getting to know you. They're getting to know the offer that you have. So when I say the offer, that's the thing that you're selling. It could be that tour. It could be that course. It could be that coaching program. But that's how you're going to get them warmed up. That's how you're going to get them more knowledgeable of what you have to offer, right? And then what you want to do is deliver extremely valuable content in the 5 to 7 days worth of emails. So you're not just going to throw out junk emails. Give out your best stuff. Right? Don't be afraid to give them all the secrets. It's okay. What you're doing right now is proving that, again, you have the competency, you have the knowledge, you have the experience to help them solve the problem, right? So if they are not willing to go forward, they will not go forward. But once you could prove to them that you could do it, they're going to trust for you to hold their hand and take them through the journey. It's okay. So even if you give it to them, they could never do it and they could never deliver it the same way you deliver it, right? They want you to help them deliver it. So it's okay, right? And then towards the end of your email series, just present your offer. Again, if it's a coaching, if it's a course, if you're a real estate agent, if it's a tour, if it's an opportunity to work with you, if you're a consultant and you're, again, bringing them all this value, if it's you talking to a company and you want to get to the next phase, this is how you're going to do it. 5 to 7 days worth of emails, deliver extremely valuable content, and then towards the end of your email series, present your offer. So what do you offer in your lead magnet, right? So there's 2 things that you could offer. Free things, so consultations or audits. So at the very end, if you're like, hey, you know what? You've reached the end of your journey, but I'd like to extend this invitation. I'd like to work with you. What you want to do is offer a free consultation. That way you can get them over the phone. So this is where sales gets involved. And once you get good at what you do, and if you're, again, delivering great results, it's going to be super easy. So I'm using the word sales, but do not be afraid. Sales is just the operation of you having a conversation about what you have to offer and helping your potential client realize that this is the thing that they need to solve their problem. That's all it is, right? So don't overthink it. I don't want you to be like a used car salesman or a fancy lawyer or anything like that. All you're doing is running through the benefits and value that your offer has to have and how it can help your potential client solve their problem, right? Another thing that you could do too is offer up audits. So if you're in accounting, if you do other types of consultations, and if you're like, hey, you know what, I can solve your problem, but I'm going to give you a free audit. I'm going to go in, I'm going to look at your books, right? I'm going to look at your records. I'm going to examine your car, right? So this is any type of service-based business. If you're a painter, I could come to your home and I could do a free audit. I could tell you that, hey, just by, looking at these rooms, this is going to cost $5,000. This is going to cost $2,000. This is going to cost $500, right? So that's a free audit. The other thing that you could do is offer a paid offer at the very end. Offer a paid offer, or offer a paid service, offer a paid product at the end of your nurturing sequence. And that could be a digital product. It could be an ebook. It could be a course. It could be some coaching. It could be a package. It could be a membership. It could be coupons, right? But you could do 2 of these things. Offer something that's free or offer something that's paid. And you're going to do this right at the end of your 7-day sequence, right? And then step 4 is to magnify your brand. So in the very beginning, we showed you, warming up that client, right? Using TikTok, using YouTube. We got them to the lead magnet, right? They got the emails, but it's not over. So let's say you've sent 5 to 7 days worth of emails and they still haven't purchased anything. It's okay. There's no pressure. Our job is not to harass anybody. Our job is not to go ahead and beg and twist anybody's arm. What you're going to do is they're still in your system. It might take more time. Earlier I said that, some clients take, years. It's okay. It might take months. It might take weeks, right? So During this time, you're going to magnify your brand by continuously distributing, right? So let's talk about that, right? So you're going to drive back to top level content that's on TikTok and YouTube. That means that you're still going to be creating videos every week. You're still going to be creating content, and you could still, even beyond the 5 to 7 days, put that content in email, right? So let's say people are following you on Facebook, but we already know that the algorithm is only serving up your post maybe less than 10% of the people that follow, but they're on your email list, right? So when you send out emails, they're still going to get that post that you put out, right? They're still going to get that video. They're going to get that offer, right? So use social media to multiply your awareness. So that's on Instagram, that's on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, repurpose where you can. And these are the 3 types of content that you should be posting on a regular basis to get people, again, warmed up to you. So you want to display your how. So your how is your competency. Physically, how do you help clients? What do you do? How do you solve the problem, right? The second piece is your why. What's your purpose? So literally, why are you doing what you're doing? Are you trying to help as many people as possible? Did you face these problems in your past and now you feel compelled to help others? Are you doing it for your kids? There has to be a bigger reason, and people get bought into reasons. And once they relate with you, it's easier for them to close and become partners with you, right? And create an even stronger relationship with you, right? And 10% of the time, what you want to do is display your offers. So that's your what. So that's the actual thing that you're selling. So I don't like to jump on and sell, but 10% of the time, it's okay to be like, hey, thanks for chiming in. We have the brand marketing blueprint. It's on sale today. Go and get it. It's okay to tell people what you are selling. Sometimes people don't tell people enough. So they're like, hey, Kaz, I have this online business and nobody's buying. I'm like, what do you sell? They're like, what do you mean what I sell? I'm like, I don't see you selling anything, right? So it's because you're not putting what you sell out often enough. That's why people aren't buying, right? So you don't have to do it 100% of the time, but don't leave it on 0 too. So don't leave it on unread, right? All right, so the recap, here we go. Here's the brand marketing blueprint system. Step 1 is content marketing. Step 2 is that lead magnet. That step 3 is automation, where things are just happening on autopilot. Step 4 is magnifying your brand. So let's run through it one more time. Step 1, content marketing. You're creating videos. You're taking those videos and you're talking about, again, the thing that people want to get solved, right? So whatever that is, you're going to just break it down into 30 to maybe 40 seconds tops. And you're going to talk through 1 or 2 steps on how to solve a specific problem that's related to their bigger anchoring problem, right? Step 2 is you're going to drive them back towards a lead magnet, some type of place where you could collect the email address and give them even more help. The automation piece revolves around you following up 5 to 7 business days, calendar days. Just follow up, right? Don't get too caught up on the numbers. Just follow up 5 to 7. It could be 7 to 8. It could be 10 days. Just constantly follow up with value on how you could help your potential customers, right? And this is where people get lost sometimes. Don't think that, hey, you know what? I'm struggling to come up with 10 things. If you're creating content every day and you're constantly talking about this one thing, again, if you're a real estate agent, if you're an auto mechanic, if you are a house painter and you're talking about painting every day, you could easily jump on tons of websites. I could show you them right now or in the course. You could go to Answer the Public. Go to answerthepublic.com and you could actually pull up anything. Again, painting, and it will give you 20, 30, 40 different questions that people are asking about painting right now. And then you just start answering those questions through short form video. Just start answering them. Just be like, hey, you know what? Every time I run into a house, I see this paint color, and here's 3 ways to solve you blah, 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 right? Again, I just made that up off the top of my head, but you're getting what I'm saying. All you got to do is make the short form content and do it in a way where you're giving value, and then lead them back to your lead magnet, right? And then step 4 is magnifying your brand. So even after you have, the client, the customer in your ecosystem, in your world, you still want to be constantly creating content. Don't overdo it. You don't have to post 5, 6, 7 times a day. Now, here's the thing. Your competition might be. So if you want to keep up with them, you can, but with as little as 1 a day. We have people that post 3 times a week. As long as you find some type of consistent balance and you're okay with that balance, right? So if you're doing it 3 times a week and it's only yielding 1 new customer a week, I'm going to be like, hey, you might want to step it up to 4 or 5 times a week or 7 times a week, once a day, twice a day, right? So it's a numbers game. So the more you go, the more you will flow. The more you go, the more you will flow. But these are the steps. Step 1, content marketing. Step 2, lead magnet. Step 3, automation. Step 4, magnifying your brand. So here's the picture again of how we physically do it. On the left, we have the cell phone. We're creating content. Specifically, we're throwing that content on YouTube Shorts. We're also using TikTok. And here's the thing, you can repurpose, right? So you can put it on Instagram, you can put it on Facebook, you can put it on Snapchat. You can send this content all over the place. But the goal is to get them back to this middle area right here. So this is a start, grow your online business. If you're not already on it, this is the Brand Marketing University course, which totally free community where you could jump in. And this is the client attraction tool that I personally use on a regular basis. So when people aren't ready to buy things from me quite yet, I'm using all of my content, all of my resources to get them back to the Brand Marketing University. I'm collecting the email address and I'm emailing on a regular basis, right? So I'm not going to teach you something that doesn't work. I'm not going to teach you something that I want to do myself. This is the core of the Brand Marketing Blueprint course. And again, once you have them in your funnel, this is what's called a funnel. You could guide them back to that tour, right? If you're a real estate agent, you could guide them back to that training. If you're a course creator, right? Drive them back to that event, right? So if you're doing webinars, if you're a teacher, if you are a service-based business owner, it doesn't matter. This is how you're going to blow up your brand on social media. It's by communication, right? So what we have is the Brand Marketing Blueprint course. And in the course, what we do is we'll show you all the tips, all the tricks. We go through all the nuances, right, of how to physically do this, right? And we have live classes. We have group coaching. I definitely want to welcome you in. So that way, if you get jammed up, I'm going to give you all the tools that we use. We're going to send you to all the websites that we use, right? You will not be lost. We're going to give you all the scripts, right? We're going to tell you exactly what to say in your social media to make people take action, right? So if you're like, hey, Cass, nobody's buying my stuff. Nobody even knows what I'm doing. It's because, there's a script. There's a certain type of psychology that you have to use in order to get people to take action. And we're going to help you do it. So again, my name is Cass Thompson. This has been the Brand Marketing Blueprint introduction. What I want to do is welcome you to take the next steps. Go to www.brandmarketingblueprint.com. Join today. It's on sale right now, but it will not be on sale. We only have another month at this price before the price goes up. The price is going up at the start of next month. So I know we just started this month, but I do want to welcome you in right now. So we have a lot of exciting things coming. If you're a real estate agent, if you're a coach, if you are a service-based business owner, if you want to get into affiliate marketing, right? We have tons of different pieces of value that you could use, different pieces of resources that you could use to attract clients starting today, right? Today. So again, chime in. My name is Kaz, brandmarketingblueprint.com. Thanks for chiming in. Peace.